Meanwhile, it's not quite back to business as usual for a marine engineering company in Portchester. Their latest unmanned boat has attracted attention in London, and they've also won some funding. Our reporter Shan Robins went along to ASV to find out more.
ASV's Seaworker 5 was unveiled publicly at the Oceanology International Show to a keen audience. The Seaworker 5 is 5 metres long and can operate at 7 knots for 5 days before it needs refuelling. ASV was first formed in 1998 by 2 entrepreneurs. Their managing director joined ASV in 2000 from the University of Southampton, helping build their first automated service vessel. But it's only since 2010 that the company really took off.
Unmanned technologies in the media a lot at the moment. You'll see a lot about Google cars, Tesla doing unmanned cars. You see a lot of drones, quadcopters, unmanned air vehicles flying around. ASV is taking some of that technology, adding its own technology and applying it to things on the sea. So these are, particularly for us, surface vessels. So they're fairly conventional looking boats, but they can operate at sea without anybody on board. So they use onboard processing, onboard sensors and a communications link to allow them to go and work offshore while the human stays onshore or on a larger support ship. So it's a way of people working at sea, but they can stay in a safe location.
The Seaworker 5 can accommodate a variety of uses, but was specifically designed for hydrographic surveys, looking into the ocean to discover how deep and what the seafloor looks like.
We've got 4 of them in production, and they're going out to do work in places like Alaska, Gulf of Mexico and soon in Europe. Unmanned marine systems like the ones that ASV build are ideal for jobs that are either dull, dirty or dangerous, and there's a lot of those at sea. So for example, taking ocean measurements is a long duration job. It takes a long time to do. There's a big ocean out there. You can send an unmanned system to go and do that, and it will do it repeatably, it will do it reliably, and it allows the scientists to stay on shore and look at the data.
Now employing 70 staff, Raoul joined 5 years ago when there were only a handful of them. The team he works with deal with the control mechanism.
This is always on shore with the remote operators, so it will assist the operator to generate remote commands and get telemetry data as well, like temperature feedback, camera feedback, and on any values that the boats will produce. All the telemetry data will come through it and will be displayed to the operator through a graphical fashion in this way. It also has lights, joysticks to produce signals and commands.
They take away the human error aspect of it. They take away human safety, because obviously if you send a boat out to sea, you're going to worry about people getting hurt. So this boat just goes off, does a month or 5 days at a time, and comes back and you've got all your data there.
Sam's been working at ASV for 2.5 years. The company helped him get a powerboat licence so he could do his job out at sea.
Every boat that we build, it's got into a series now that you do a factory acceptance test and a sea acceptance test. So they take it out into the Solent. We have a support vessel next to it, because obviously you can't just leave an unmanned boat going willy-nilly in the sea. So they control it from the boat, monitor it, give back feedback from the boat, see if we've got any problems, and go from there really.
Sam was delighted to get the job at Fareham, as marine work runs in the family.
My dad's a marine engineer. He's been working on boats for nearly 10 years now, and I've always envied him. So I decided to take up the job here, and I loved it ever since. I enjoy having things spot on, perfect. I enjoy building them, standing back and looking and thinking, I'll put that together. And it looks like a really good product, which is quite nice.
ASV work for commercial, scientific and defence sectors, including the oil and gas industry. They've won some research funding from a UK government organisation, Innovate UK, to allow them to expand further.
We're growing fast, and we're going to be continuing to recruit in our engineering team, our operations team, so always looking for good people.
This is Shan Robins for That's Solent.